Yo, how's it going? Welcome to Gaming Edwards. This is the first live stream that we're making. Actually, I'm making. Carl is working, per usual. There's no surprise there. I work too, by the way. I'm not unemployed or anything. I mean, it's fine to be unemployed, but I do work. I'm actually very busy. Anyway, should we get started with the game? Should we get started? Heck yeah. Game's open. Just need to put it on a screen here so everybody can see. It should be visible now. Let me stop the music. Good. Please choose a screen. Let me increase the volume here so y'all can hear very well. Okay. Let's put English subtitles because, you know, it's always good to have some subtitles. I mean, subtitles. Have you played a Stanley Parable before? Nope. Please adjust the slider until my computer is very barely visible. Let's see. Oh god, it has to be in the minimum then. But I don't like too dark games. I'm put a little brighter just in case because I don't know how's the stream. So this is good. Current time. The fuck? Why are you asking for my time? Can't you know that? 10. 22. I heard this game is mind-blowing. Accessibility settings can be accessed from the main menu. Plain, Stanley Parable. Okay, let's see the settings. It has some good office vibes. I'm hoping that we don't lose frames on this. Okay, I guess we're good. My live stream on... And it doesn't matter. Let's do this. Okay, begin the game.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
I need to remove the watermarks, by the way.
Number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
Sounds very exciting.
Others might have considered it soul-rending. Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Good for you, Stanley.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
It started? Oh, we did. What does it say? Oh god, you crouched like so deep, so low. Can I use that? No. Big Mondays. Can I go back? Oh.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Where's the meeting room? No, this is not. These are offices. Okay. So many doors.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
This is strange. Oh, rude.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Rip France. Who's France? Targets. Push for funding for RTD. Coffee machine. Get Chris out of broom closet. What? Get Chris out of broom closet? Hire someone to synergize papers. Papers are to synergize. Fire paper guy. Hire from body to fire the paper synergizing guy. Who moved my desk? Please keep the targets on top. Topic off. The future was yesterday. Tomorrow is now. Wait, what? Standard graphs. Not cost efficient. Tomorrow complete today's unfinished agenda items. Right next day agenda. Reflect. Wait. Oh, the right button logs. What the fuck? The boss appreciation minute. On your work boss appreciation minute worksheet, circle the top 20 things you love most about your boss. Fill out in. Hey, I was reading. Solving interpersonal conflict. If you ever find yourself in a conflict with another diligent employee, like yourself, but more inclined towards conflict. Oh, it goes so fast. I cannot read the whole thing. We have our new product. Okay, this is. I'm done with this. Wait, to do synergize core value expenditure, shift global market parent, monetize free to play, monetize free to play. Help! I'm gonna post it. That's good. Chris, you here, Chris? Oh, he opened.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Is the guy like trying to tell me what to do or something?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I guess it's just the intro. We gotta go what they're telling us to do. Wait, what? Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. I don't know the reference. Wait, what is this glass? Why is this furniture here? Fuck, I can't see myself. I was gonna like, are we Chris? But we're Stanley. We're not Chris. Like to get out the broom closet, but yeah.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
Why does this look weird?
2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code.
This is too dark. Thank you.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
This game's giving some weird vibes now. I guess we can.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
No, it will not. Okay? It will not. I lost my okay. Let's go.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay. Here we are.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I'm just thinking, what kind of game is this, actually? This is not what I was expecting. This is not your normal walking simulator, it seems.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each
Fire.
bore the number of an employee in the building.
Where's us?
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many
Wait, there's
individuals reduced to
both for 436. I can see two 436.
eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
427. That's us. Right here. Show the screen. Oh, that's actually our room. How wonderful. That's adorable. Bum.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Give me a second. Let's go.
He refused
No.
to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable.
No.
Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Oh God! What are we gonna do now? Oh man, it's getting hot in here.
Part of the operation.
It's getting super hot in here.
Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would destroy the controls once and for all.
That's exactly how I feel. That's exactly how I feel. Mind controls are waiting input. Wait, is this like the end? What's going on in this game? Wait, there are two buttons. Wait, it's if it is on, why the button on is bright? Yeah, this is kind of stupid, but wait. Credit rows? Credits row?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
I don't know.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, Even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps
what is going on with this game?
To understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
That's it? Achievement unlocked. Beat the game. What? Wait. That doesn't make sense. Why we're back? Why are we back?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Are there more papers now? Is it different?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Maybe he didn't.
The correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps
why are you saying this?
Employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I just wanted to admire the employee lounge.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Whoa! Whoa! Out of bounds.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
That's the thing. You see the game trying to tell me what to do. Maybe I don't want to go that way. I want to go this way instead.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Hey, what the fuck? Do not lie. If you're lying right now, stop. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it's moving. It will cause death. Penalty for misuse, 1,000. Penalty for jumping, 5,000. Can we actually fall and die? Oh god.
But in his eagerness to
Oh,
that he is in control
we
of
can.
the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
So I died. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
You know,
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
now I just want to explore the rooms.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps
Let's go to our next.
employee lounge first.
Let's take the cargo lift now.
Wow. Yes. This room. What a beautiful room.
Oh, he's
What a
saying different
gorgeous,
stuff now.
Gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider.
Drinking water.
Yes, really worth it being here in the room.
Okay.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Maybe he didn't.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Oh, it's actually
I think
moving.
perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you.
Hey, there's an open door there.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? That I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want
Danger. Danger everywhere.
Beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
No buckets past this point. Wait, what? Wait a second. Can I grab a bucket? I don't think so. Why makes the key sound when I press click? I mean, when I click.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Why are you doing this to me?
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't...
Wait a minute.
Running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley?
Stop doing this to me.
Stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped.
Okay.
And I think, well, I think I have a solution.
I stopped.
Here, let me show you.
Oh.
What do we want? What are we looking for? Here. Yes.
The fuck is going on here?
If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
Isn't that wonderful? This is actually pretty cool. What's going on here?
No, wait. Where are you going?
Aww.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset.
What do you mean
lose
die?
all of this. Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Yeah, I feel terrible right now. Should I go back? Excuse me? Oh, we changed the color.
Good, good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay here.
But there's nothing to do here, dude. I gotta go somewhere. The door I came from doesn't exist anymore. Oh, God.
What do we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here.
Achieved here.
Before, didn't you? You will die. What about this isn't getting through to you?
I love his voice. Okay, guys. That's it.
No! Oh, thank God you lived.
I'm
I
slower.
worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
Okay, you convinced me. I'm really slow now. I'm really slow.
There. See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
Okay, I stopped moving. Let's see if we can do anything if this stops moving. See? That... Wait, what? Yeah, so nothing's gonna happen. What a waste of my time.
Go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
I'm gonna live myself. I mean, in the game, of course.
No. No, no. What do you do? Do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
Wait a second. Why? Why are you doing this? Where's games here? Where's games? Entertainment. Okay, guys, that's it.
Stanley?
Oh, so dramatic.
To the other room? Can you do that for me? My
Oh.
God. Is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
Really? If I'm doing that, it's to keep you from being happy. Dude, you were so selfish.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it.
Yeah, I am. Kick your mom.
Just wanted us to get along.
Dare you talk to me like that?
I guess that was too much to ask.
I used to like you.
After all. Well, this one is yours.
Bye.
Is it over?
Oh, we actually died.
Isn't it?
What the
Going
fuck?
back.
Oh, we actually died. Okay, we're back. Welcome back.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Wait, what? Wait a second. That computer wasn't like that. I remember very well. Wait, no, gotta go back. I remember very well that that computer was not on.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. When Stanley came to a set of
I'm gonna go back and take the other direction now.
left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't...
He ended up fucking me.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the...
We took the red door. We can take the blue one now.
Really, I'm not. I realize
Yeah, let's take the other door now.
trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
This is a story, but upside down.
Someone you forgot. What? Really? I was in the middle of
Really?
something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Not actually.
Perhaps
Whoa!
Stanley walked through the red door.
No! What the fuck
I
was...
don't think we're communicating properly. All right,
Dude,
fine, go
I
ahead.
didn't.
You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees?
Skill trees! Yes!
Absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already
nice.
feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to stop you there.
Nice.
Tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
I like it.
Aha!
I think it's
I
good.
knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Oh, God, my microphone was muted. Fuck me.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity
Yeah.
to give it some playtesting.
Show me.
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
No.
Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Cool.
In this
What the
game,
fuck?
the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Okay. Oh, God. This kid's gonna burn. I feel so bad. What the fuck is wrong with this game? I just can't. Oh, God.
You heartless bastard.
Fuck you.
Do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
That was hilarious. Wait! Firewatch!
What do you
Isn't
think
it?
This game is about, Stanley. What's our backstory? What is
This
our motivation?
Firewatch!
Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley, and it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture
This is so
out and
cool.
see what else is out there.
Okay. Let's see what else is out there. Once again, I can outrun. Wow, I need to play this game. It's beautiful. Wait, I went to the wrong side. I can't even jump. Why are you doing this to me? Let's go. Right. I wish you could jump from here. What? Oh, damn, this is really pretty. I love the colors.
No, it can't be.
It can't be. What happened?
It is. It's an open world game. Good
Heck
God,
yeah, let's go. Wait, what?
Thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You really wandered off into that
Oh man, this was like the best part in this game.
no right or wrong directions, no path to follow. You can just go in any. Oh, thank heavens we avoided it.
This game doesn't stop trolling me. I just can't deal with it.
Another game, preferably something with walls, something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
Wait, can I see?
Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Okay, you gonna change the game? Wait, Rocket League?
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box.
How do they put other games in this game? I mean, I don't think it's legit. I don't know how it works. Is it a partnership?
If you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
I'm impressed that you did this somehow without getting sued.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see.
Imagine if it was a Nintendo game.
But obviously there's no risk.
Oh, they would be in big trouble.
I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall
Oh, this guy's so funny.
down together. Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Oh, I run faster now. Good. Can I make a goal? Let's score. Oh, I can. Let's go. Oh, the ball's too fast. We won.
Are you doing it?
Oh, no.
What are you doing?
I did not expect to. Wait, what?
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
What's going on here? I don't even know where to go now. Oh, probably here. Wait. Did I just die or something? Cool. I'm so confused right now. It's just like the same office, but now it's wow, it's bigger. How many endings are in this game? We already got like 5 of them. Wait, what? It's like giving me like horror game vibes now. I'm not sure if I like this part. Here? No, I came from here. Here. It gotta be. He has to be here. Stanley decided to fuck himself. Oh, there's like... Wait, what? I can see shit. Oh, 427, it's us. Excuse me. This is my room. Can I go out? What the fuck? Oh man, he gave me chills.
What he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy.
In your mom's butt?
And if he's learned the heavy cross that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very
Okay.
soon. I can wait.
Okay. Wait, I cannot walk. Okay, loading screen. It goes back now to the office? It does. Wow. Wait, it's different. Oh, it's different now. The room 427 doesn't have all the things in between. It's just like the corridor straight to this area.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the... This was not the correct way to the meeting room. And
We still have one place to go.
well, perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley but eager to get back to business, Stanley took...
Oh, we need to go this twice because there's 2 other ways that we can go.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Yeah, blah, blah,
Stanley,
blah.
I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Good.
Stanley, your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
She's who?
That's
Oh.
right, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can... Oh, no, you can't.
I could do that.
Did you just unplug the phone?
Yeah, I did.
That wasn't supposed to be the case. How did you do that?
Oh, sorry.
Actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it.
No.
How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe...
Wait, what? I'm a real person?
Correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely.
I paid for this game, okay? You cannot tell me what to do like that. Who are you?
For real world,
Review yourself,
or
you
did you
prick.
grasp the severity of the situation?
You know what?
Have that kind of
I'm tired of this.
I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decisions.
I'm tired of the sassy, okay?
Observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person, but if used incorrectly can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack." Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Welcome
Wow,
back. You may have noticed that this room
it
has begun
changed.
to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that
What the
you're properly
fuck?
informed on good decision making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Let's do this.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying.
It's gonna send me back. Assholes. Oh, I love this.
We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Oh, the doors are opening for me. I can't believe he's letting me go back. This is so cool. Does it say anything if I stop here now?
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world. Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be...
I did that already.
Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
He entered the door on his left. Oh man, I really want to know what happens if I photo right again. I really want to do this.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
They locked it.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
There was a downstairs here. There was downstairs here. I remember that. I know there was downstairs there. Oh, it's locked. The bathroom's locked too. Whoa, it's different.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication.
What the fuck is different?
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief.
Wait, what? Oh my god, this is creepy.
He saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
You have to say Night Shark 115.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Night Shark 115.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Night Shark 115.
Okay, fine. You're not gonna do it?
This game's trolling me.
It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You...
Wait, what?
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
That was weird.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Wait, what? Oh man, this is...
behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
It started to reset immediately after I did something wrong. Oh man. And those cutouts into black, like, it's so creepy. It's not a horror game, but the fact that you lose control sometimes.
Not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, behave exactly as Stanley would.
What the fuck?
Choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
Okay, I'll have to wait for him probably.
2 open doors. He entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief.
Wait, what?
Exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly.
Oh man, this is scaring me. I'm not lying. This is actually scaring me.
Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
I'm not liking this at all. I'm not liking this at all.
He entered the door on his left.
This is the door on the left. Oh man, I'm scared right now. What's going on?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief.
Stop doing this! What's wrong with this game?
That means choosing
I don't know what's happening.
the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the
I don't know what's happening.
Fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief.
There's something wrong with this game.
Exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be...
If I take the left, I cannot do anything.
All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that?
Oh man,
Hurry,
this is
hurry,
getting...
hurry direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Well, oh man, this is not feeling well. Not feeling good at all. Oh shit!
It's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why?
You destroyed my
What
work!
did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue,
Go
would it be worth it?
yourself,
My story
dude.
is now incorrect. How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? No. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Okay, dude, stop. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, that was creepy. Oh, why is it doing this?
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now,
Where's the light coming from?
my entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny?
Dude, code it better then. It's not my fault.
Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
You're a child. Shut up.
Story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make...
I tried so hard and got so far. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. Oh, I'm not Stanley anymore.
Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to
Oh!
make a choice.
Oh!
I need you to walk...
Oh, that's Stanley!
Are you listening to me? Can
We got the ending. It's like a good ending?
All right. Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me?
Do you understand me?
That's fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something.
Do something, Stanley. You're making him sad.
No. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me?
I don't like hearing him sad.
You listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait.
Yeah, just wait. Shut up.
Decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice.
Sorry, what? Leroy? What did you say?
That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do.
Oh, man. That's my dinner from last night. Is it the ending, though? It's not.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were.
It feels different again. I swear, it feels different again. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. So each reset, he adds a he changes the computer, and we can press the key. And it's counting inputs. How many need? 5? 5. There's something hiding in this game. I can tell it. The doors are open.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Oh, the game's not broken anymore. Look at that.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a
Let's
staircase,
go downstairs.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No, did I? Did I know? Or did I walk downstairs? Wait, what? Hi, Lenny? Hi, Larry. I wrote this in first period and left it in your locker on the way to school. It's one. Oh my god, I can't. All the cool kids are doing. I've decided. Right, I wrote in the back. Oh man, this is a nice drawing of a cat riding a motorcycle. I cannot read though, it's super tiny.
But Stanley just couldn't do it.
Thank you.
The possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
Oh!
Co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single...
Mind-blowing!
No reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't
He might be repeating.
And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
Nice.
He thought to himself,
I was sleeping.
I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the
Oh, I'm floating!
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical star field, and it too appeared. It was so much fun.
Oh, this is so pretty.
He marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then
Drugs.
perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought.
Yeah, I'm going crazy with these thoughts now.
I wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams. The truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now,
Stop, you're starting to scare me again.
A shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control. That
Yes.
This was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up.
Do this.
The cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back.
Oh, nice.
The
We're
fresh
sleeping.
air of a world outside this one.
Awesome.
Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's
That's
all
your
I
dream?
want.
Let me go
I
back to
want
my job.
apartment, and my wife, and my job, All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
Mm-hmm.
My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I am okay.
Ooh. Oops.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything
Oh,
went black.
this is very crazy.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she
Wow.
was soon turned to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't.
This is like a little too dark.
To think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
All right, that was. Oh, that gave me depression. But we're back.
All of his co-workers.
What a sad ending. What the fuck?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Where's the computer? I need to press the button now. Let's find it. It's not here now. Ooh. Oh god, this game. Ooh. Look what he got here. A new door. Let's go.
What does that mean?
It's exciting. Let's go. New content. Oh man, I'm sweating. Oh, it's so hot.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
You're welcome.
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
Damn, 10 years old. 10 years ago.
It was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Sweet.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences.
Awesome.
Please step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful.
Yeah, it does. Sounds
This is
delightful.
The thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content. Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure. Is it broken? What's
I
going
don't
on?
know.
Should we-
Is it broken?
Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Communications.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if the... Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley. All right. All right, let's see. It's the jump.
No way. No way I can jump now. You ready? Oh, man. Feels so good to jump again. Oh, yeah. Oh! Look at that. I can jump while I'm not jumping. And I'm not actually jumping. Oh man, I ran out of jump. That's the best part of the game.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else.
I like this guy, the narrator, because he made a game with the baby on, like, I need to protect the baby from the fire. And that is like his big idea of a game, but jumping is not.
Is this what started for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, chapter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And if... Oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else.
Oh, we're back in the office.
I'm ready for whatever it is.
Cool. Thank you for enjoying the new content.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And
Yeah, right? These game developers
In fact,
shake
I'm
my
looking right
head.
now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together.
Oh man, great time like always. You do have a great time, person that I don't know your name. Oh, that's different again. That's our office. Not exactly, kind of. Is the stream like stuck? Are we good? No, it's not stuck. Let me sneak.
I want to show you something.
Ah!
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it.
Skyrim! Skyrim 6! I mean, Elder Scrolls 6, Skyrim 2.
Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life.
Oh
whenever I
man,
want.
you're so sweet.
Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
So sweet of you.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
I got a message from my realtor.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games
They called me too.
10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com.
Oops. Yes.
Writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire
I have to
be
wait a
more than
little.
games end up less than any form of art. Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? every game ever created. That's how grand and
that's beautiful.
all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was
Okay.
Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing.
Oh.
It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley
Wait, is that a
Parable
real
anymore.
review?
It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Fantastic Arcade, Indicate, whatever. ModDB. Oh wow, that's a lot of stuff. I don't know if that's real or not. Memory zone maintenance. This is so cool. Wait, this is Minecraft. That's not Stanley Parable. That's freaking Minecraft. Oh, that's us. That's definitely Stanley. Person of the year. Oh wow, this is actual the Unity. I mean, it's not Unity. I don't know what that is, but it doesn't look like Unity. A happy button, a clock. Is this game really from 2013? The end is never the end. Is never the
Here's
end.
another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone. To spend
Alone.
most of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Oh, okay.
These were simpler times, Stanley. What I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no. Oh, God,
Oh,
no.
the Steam reviews.
Reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't.
Oh, not the Steam reviews.
What's been collecting down here? Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Oh man, you're not ready, are you? Wait a second. Wait a second.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny.
Funny.
It's a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them. Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Oh dear.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't.
To have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let
You
the
should.
down.
You should. You really
The
should.
Stanley Parable isn't quite... What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button.
Haha.
A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews.
Oh, there's water in here.
Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto.
Boy.
For the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Oh.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No, 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 no. The stand... Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary... Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on.
Is the time actually changing? Is one... How much?
Start to go off on a thoughtless display of
It's almost 120.
It's right at your fingertips to go... Okay, welcome.
Oh, it does
Stanley.
change.
Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming
It's
longer
2
and
p.m.
longer.
now.
That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45...
More than an hour according to the clock.
Durable by any...
At 2:10.
Stanley,
Oh,
please
wow,
don't
it was...
push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
No, it's not. It
You've
was
just
7
been
hours.
frozen there.
5 hours.
I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really... Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again.
The plane's dead. What the
I
fuck?
think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
Here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about our...
I'm just gonna keep skipping. Excuse me, you dead? What is he doing now? It might be the clock.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed.
Ah, he's so pissed.
The end is never the end, is never the end,
The
is
end,
never the end, is 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 never the end.
That's creepy. There's some water falling from here. Oh shit, how long has it been? There used to be a door there too. Okay, cool. Oh, beautiful. Damn, it's probably more than... Oh, the clock's gone. Excuse me? It's getting creepy. I'm scared. Oh. I think we survived the apocalypse. Let's go towards the sun. There's no ending in this thing? Oh, it does. And we go back to the office, huh? Okay.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
Yeah, that's true.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Yeah, I went touching everything, you asshole.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I couldn't find a trace of my coworkers. Well, there's no way I cannot get in this room now.
You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you. You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh, wow.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover.
Yeah.
A fully-fledged sequel, an entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for. Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean?
Oh, crow.
Parable 2. Now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Yeah, I love this. Damn. Oh. That's like Resident Evil, the second one. This one too. This one too is also like Resident Evil. I wonder if this actual game
I haven't quite nailed
that they're
down
making or
exactly what
something.
the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical.
Who took the red marker? Me. That's funny. Second, alright. Oh man, this dude's alone. Nah, this is pretty.
Go on, try out some of the new features.
Reassurance bucket. Let's go to the reassurance bucket. What is it? I saw the sign that says no bucket beyond this part.
The of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket.
I don't
You
see a
see,
bucket
Stanley,
though.
anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind.
Oh, my Discord is going crazy.
As long as you hold on to the bucket, the
going
many
on?
disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfect.
Why am I getting ping?
Perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is
Well,
calm.
I don't know what's going on.
It's a much more convenient solution.
Let
for
me
you.
take the bucket, please.
Designing the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Ooh, give it a try. Oh yeah.
Can you feel it?
What the
glow of
fuck?
comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they?
Board members, please note that you must use the following terms as often as possible.
Parable too.
Synergize. No one but us actually know what it means. It adds to your prestige. Incentivize. This refers to the metaphorical whip, which provides the incentive. Unpack refers to looking for meaning on a big pile of rubbish. Big. Send a message. Childlike onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia? Which probably makes it sound cute. Deep dive. Discuss in depth. Make a tedious meeting sound more like an undersea adventure, good for motivation. Reach out. We do not call. We do not email. We reach out. No one can complain if you are simply reaching out. Like a friend, like a lover. Okay, got you. Some very intelligent. Oh, merch!
For most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Please, no screenshots. What happened if I take a screenshot?
I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a
I took a screenshot. What are you gonna do?
balloons, but I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Excuse me? Let me out! Oh.
You know,
Get Well Someday is really good.
Another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
Asshole.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision, we're moving on.
Free new plus easy achievement. Can't believe it's that simple. Free achievement. Can you find... Wait. Can you find them? Can you find them? Can you find them?
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Haha, awesome. I cannot keep going.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
New achievement. Get it here. Okay, let's go. Get your round. Pull the lever, receive your achievement. No more steps. It just works.
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes, you see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement... Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still
Really?
broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Well, that was sad. Why do I feel like there's something here? Or here? This is strange. It feels like it's not the end of this area. Well, guess I need to move on with my life. Wait, what? The light kind of blinked, flashed, whatever. You see, I couldn't get the achievement. Stop saying it just works.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet? You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle?
Yes.
Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
Okay, that sucks. Let's take the exit then. I don't know if there's anything else we can see. Oh, I like this.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready
Yeah.
to move on now?
Mm-hmm. Ready to move on. New mug. I love it.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes,
Yeah.
I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere.
Wait,
Say,
what?
let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2. I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement.
Oh, I saw the bucket there.
Yes,
Ah,
this
that's
is
awesome.
much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2.
Nice.
See if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Oh, way. Oh, look at that. Stanley Parable 2. So, are we actually on the second game now?
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
What happened?
Something that would forever change Stanley.
What happened?
Something he would never quite forget.
What happened?
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not...
Wait, what? Oh, it was the same intro. I skipped by accident. I don't even know how.
all of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed the memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. Stanley picked up the bucket.
Ha! We have a bucket now. That's incredible. Well, the new content door is locked now. I guess we don't have access to that.
Stanley pushed the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It once coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
I don't think this was here. Oh!
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Cool. This wasn't here either. Extreme bathrooms. Oh, that's good. Good stuff. We found the third computer.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable.
Let me go now.
Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
No.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs, trying to input, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation. Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know...
Damn, I'm so good.
There must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini-stands? Stanley figs? Or what about Stanlerines? Yes,
Good.
I think
Stanlerine is great.
Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Cool.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
What the fuck was that?
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read
Up.
Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
And the bucket. Stanley and the bucket would meet a violent death.
Shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
I guess we're dead. What's going on? Oh shit!
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket, but what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere. Farewell, Stanley.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end as it was crushed violently to death.
That's not what's happening.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest. It was a glorious bucket to behold.
You're standing at the precipice of knowledge. Much like a bucket itself, the human mind is frequently empty within, with a cavernous void. But through use of the exhibit in front of you, the mind becomes full and rich and substantiated. Knowledge of the bucket and its history is the only true knowledge we really have. We will take what you learn here out. Oh my God! We will take what you learn here out with you into the world. We will accept with an open mind what may be challenging about information in this exhibit. We will change the lives of yourself and your loved ones as a result of this exhibit, or we would turn a blind eye and continue to live as you were in ignorance and darkness. Wow.
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own? The hubris that blinded him.
A photograph of 25 buckets, the greatest number of buckets I've captured on camera. The photographic experience catatonic shock. That's more than 25 buckets. Oh God. This bucket is depicted as having two handles. Such a design has never been created in real life, having been deemed too dangerous and recklessly experimental. Every year, dozens are put to death just for attempting it. What the fuck? Oh, this is hilarious. Infernal Bucket. A replica of the Infernal Bucket, which in the medieval era was so powerfully alluring that it drove dozens of nations to war with one another for control of it. Billions die, and yet, in spite of it all, the simple fact remains, no one can control a bucket. Cave drawing. While we know that buckets predate the existence of mankind, we do not know how long. We do not. Okay. This cave drawing depicts early man's discovery of the practical uses of the bucket, by which time the bucket had already likely been around for several millennia. Notice in these drawings how the bucket is allowing itself to be used, having judged humanity to be worthy of his treasures. Yeah, I can see that.
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
The hanging bucket. These pieces symbolize the necessary relationship between bucket and humanity. However clear a grasp of the bucket may be, there is yet more that is always out of reach. This distance inevitably is for our own good. Yeah, we shouldn't pick that one. If you try that, we're probably gonna die. The stress bucket, an analogy. Vulnerability, size and strength of the bucket. Coping strategies equal holes. Rest and relaxation, doing something you enjoy, rest and relaxation. Stress equal level of water in the bucket. The stress bucket, presented without commentary. Okay. We don't have any other way. You gotta try to grab the bucket. There's no way out, guys. That's it. We're gonna die. Oh, we can actually pick it.
But there is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong.
You and I, together in our
Let
lives.
him be crushed by the machine.
No, why would you do that?
Give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together. The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world, a new...
Why would you do that? Wow. What the fuck? Figurine Finders Committee meeting today in the meeting room. So
He knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others.
For
just a matter of time. Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
seems there's a meeting room now.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest.
The door on the right closed.
Left.
Oh, nice. Trust the completionist instinct. There will be a reward for finding them all. Mission status. Inside of a sequel exhibit, a large room, lots of boxes. Stairs. Something to do with stairs. Some are both red and blue. Gotta collect them all. Okay. A large room, lot of boxes. Follow clues provided by employee 416. Good luck. Or I saw that somewhere. I saw that at the exhibit.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Don't give in.
Yeah, don't give it. Don't give it. Fuck
I
yeah.
know how hard it must be. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Yeah, let's go upstairs. Oh, it opened! I hate to see that. So it goes up or down? Dun, bum, 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 dun, 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 bum, bum, dun, 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 dun. Bum, 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 ba-dum. Bum, bum, bum. What the fuck? It doesn't work. This doesn't really work. It's a fake elevator. Yeah, it's a fake elevator.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Bum, ba-da-da, bum, 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 bum. Well,
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
oh, we're gonna do this again? I'm gonna press the other button now.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves. The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley...
Wait, there's a red room here.
Reassuring it that everything
440.
was fine.
There's that room. The ladder. Red office. What the fuck? I'm sure there are a lot of clues in these monitors that I could use. Yeah, that room's the room 13. Is upside down.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No!
Well, let's find out.
He into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control, never! He squeezed the bucket tighter, his one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
That's right, Stanley.
here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power.
Oh, I'm gonna try to leave with the bucket now.
For he and the bucket would dismantle the control.
Let's try to leave with the bucket, see if anything changes.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support.
Okay, we're good. Let's go.
Wait, what was happening? Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room,
Hey!
in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave. Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No. Stanley can't leave this place, not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Oh, man. Oh! Whoa! Welcome, Stanley, to heaven. We did it! Oh, there are buttons everywhere. Oh, they turned back on. What the fuck? It's because he presses only one button and now he has the opportunity to press as many buttons as he can. I'm slightly confused though as to what to do. Should I press all the buttons of one color? Excuse me? I don't think there's an ending to this. I don't see any sign of ending. Let's find out. Oh, you can only leave by resetting the game.
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather. The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No, I need to go.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there,
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not
Buckets
to think
can't
about this
talk.
obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Yeah, that's me doing whatever the bucket asks. I remember he said a place with a lot of boxes and a place with... Whoa!
Well, you see, there's a sign right there. It says, "No buckets past this point." Stanley, how could
Yeah.
you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
I'm gonna get a lecture on what is a bucket.
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket? Incorrect. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket. Item 2. Is this a bucket? Incorrect. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Okay. Of course.
Item 3. Is this a bucket? Correct. This is a bucket. Item 4. Is this a bucket? Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. I thought this was funny. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one.
It's gonna be another absurd object. It's gonna be a bucket, isn't it?
Is this a bucket? Correct. This is a bucket.
Okay.
Item 6. Is this a bucket? Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
Asshole.
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
I'm holding it.
Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something. And therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket? You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket? Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely. Okay, here we go.
Is it gonna be empty or is it gonna go back to the beginning?
Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket. Oh my god, I had no idea.
That doesn't make sense because if it says I couldn't get in a bucket, the buckets are inside, so buckets are allowed inside.
You, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
How many endings are in this game?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, hey guys, I'm gonna call it a day. This was awesome, this was pretty fun. I plan on doing it again. We'll see. Anyway, y'all have a good weekend. I mean, it's Sunday already, but have a good week then. I'm gonna start a record again. I'm gonna try to record again soon. It's just hard for me because I got college, I got work, military, also trying to buy a house and moving. It's crazy. So that's why the content has been low. But I'm 100% recording more once I get to college vacation. That's guaranteed. And hopefully during vacation I can like just make a lot of content that I can keep posting every day. Alright, so thank you so much for watching. Love ya. And take care. And see you next time.